So happy birthday, Stefan. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Go ahead.
115 heading to estimated 1309 Mount Road, northwest of Huddleville.
You know, the muse in music, it has a divine quality to it and a mysterious quality to it. I think because men need to solve things and to come to conclusions. The sus chord, there's a law that Wayne Shorter told me, never stay on a sus chord too long, never go from a sus chord to a sus chord. Well, I know I'm going from a sus chord to a sus chord to a sus chord, you know, chords of inquiry, because my life was full of questions. When are they going to drop the big one? Where's my daughter? You know, like, there were so many unresolved things in me that those chords suited me. And, you know, like, I'd stay in unresolved emotionality for days and days, you know. So here's a depiction. Why can't you just go 3 chords unresolved like that? And then when you hit a major or even a minor in the progression, boom, you know, there's quite a dramatic change coming out of that into resolution or you know. And I haven't heard.
not hip young guys. These were cigar-chomping old guys who looked at the product that came and said, I don't know. Who knows what it is? Record it, stick it out. If it sells, all right. We were better off with those guys than we are now with the supposedly hip young executives, you know, who are making the decisions of what people should see and hear in the marketplace. The young guys are more conservative and more dangerous to the art form than the old guys with the cigars ever were. But one thing that did happen during the 60s was some music of an unusual or experimental nature did get recorded and did get released. Now look at who the executives were in those companies at those times.
well, they were just designers, you know. And I don't try to change the music, you know.
It moves and you follow.
The musicians that I get, they change the music. Like the combination that I have with Herbert and Wayne's
There's no extension. I'm going to keep ladder 32 and engine 5.
What happened to your third computer?
The third computer died. It broke. So I have to change 100,000 million wires to make this show work. And it's annoying. And then when I turn on Microsoft, it's changed as well. So just the way it is. How's your computer doing, Frankie?
Great so far.
Let's move over to the chat because I haven't been focusing on that because of all the computer problems. We have Frankie MacDonald's father here. Frank MacDonald, welcome. Frank says, hey, Frankie, that blue shirt looks great on you.
Yes, it does.
You worked at the
That's my work shirt.
You worked at the Mayflower Mall today.
Yes, 9 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Everything went smoothly?
Yeah.
I remember I went to the mall once and I met you and your dad there. We have Trevor Gardner. Who's Trevor Gardner? Can you tell us, Frankie?
The host of the Trevor's Happy Hour.
Microsoft keeps putting Skype windows in front of me that I don't click. Okay, so Frankie, how are you? Blue Jays. Kimberly says hi, and Zombie is doing good.
They're doing great so far.
Amazing. Some friends of yours, right?
Yeah.
We have Stefan. He's 50 years old today.
Hi, Stefan. I'm doing great so far.
Can you sing happy birthday to him?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stefan of Slovakia. Happy birthday to you.
Excellent. Thank you, Frankie. We also have Bunny Crusher here, Brian. Hey, Brian, how you doing? I have a BlackBerry shirt on today. What's BlackBerry, Frankie?
BlackBerry used to be a device, like a smartphone device a long time ago. In a tablet.
People used to type on their phones with the little keyboard, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of Luddites, people that don't like technology, they still have a flip phone.
Some of the guys still have flip phones out there.
Yeah. Like Call Saul has a flip phone to stay out of trouble. Frankie, someone's asking you, Trevor saying, can you sing Zombie Zoo? I don't know what that is.
We dancing in the zombie zoo. Dancing in the zombie zoo. Down to the corners, dancing in the zombie zoo. Get down to the zombie zoo. And get down to this dancing zombie zoo.
That's awesome, Frankie. Thank you. Frank MacDonald says, great job. Anything you want to say to Dad today?
My father's doing great over. He's making lots of music. His previous song was Simon Says.
Simon Says. Have you ever played the game Simon Says?
Simon Says, that's a game too. My father made that song.
Yeah. What was that movie where they added Simon Says? It was like a cartoon or something. He's like, is this Simon Says? What was that? I'll remember later. Frankie. Bzzz, there's like 5 bees in your room.
I don't see 5 bees.
Are you having fun so far today, Frankie?
Yes, you remember Monica used to, Monica plays the bee, go bzzz.
The bees, yeah. Hey, I got a video you sent in me from the bar saying you're doing great so far. Can I show it?
Yes.
Okay, it's about 7 seconds long, so here you go.
Hey everybody, I'm doing good so far. Here I am. I'm having a great day.
It's playing.
I'm doing really well these days. I'm having a great day.
And we have another video of Frankie singing Happy Birthday. You won't hear it, Frankie, but they will, so just give us a few seconds.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stefan of Slovakia. Happy birthday to you.
Frankie, what is life all about?
Life is about the things like this. People do it their own ways.
Yeah, everybody has their own thing, their own opinion, their own ideas. What are some of the rules that people need to follow to get along together?
They had to follow their rules.
We have Gino. saying, Gino Bisconta saying, we have Frankie on our show all the time and love that you make him smile so much. Oh, as we do. Smiling is fun, isn't it, Frankie?
Yeah.
I think part of real success, people think it's money and cars and power, but I think real success is just living old and being happy. You got a huge smile on, Frankie, and I don't want to upset you, but you have the CN Tower on your foot.
I don't see it. CN Tower on my left and my right.
Uh-oh. Hey, what happened to the guy who turned his house into a nightclub?
Then a guy comes to us and says, "There's a bouncer at the door." He goes,
He says, "Sir," he goes, "I live here. I don't." He's, "I need to see your ID." He's like, "But this is my house. Where's my dad?"
then the police will show up and go, "Wee, wee, wee."
No. And then there's a waitress serving drinks, and there's the bouncer at the door, and the father cracked during lockdown, and he went to Renault Depot, and he maxed out the family credit card. He painted all the walls black and got a disco ball and a huge oonch sound system. Is playing. Turn down the music. Sorry, that's so loud. Sorry about that. And the police go, "Are you the owner of this house, sir?"
Yes.
Is this a residential or a commercial area?
Residential.
Do you have a permit for this?
No.
You're coming with me. You're under arrest. Where's he going?
He's going to jail. And the kid wakes up in the morning, the mother will say, "Father and I are getting divorced."
Son, your father and I are getting a divorce. You have to visit your father every Sunday for 1 hour at jail. What happens when the time's up?
The guard will say, "Time's up. Gotta
Time's
go."
up. You gotta go. And he's like, "Dad, why did you turn the house into a nightclub?"
Because I can't take it anymore.
And the guy from the garbage, the doctor was there because he threw the guy in the garbage. They became friends, the doctor and the father. And then they worked together and they went through rehabilitation. And now they work for the community, serving troubled children to give them advice for free.
And during that, how guy turned to host a nightclub, there's a hot dog cart outside in somebody's yard.
What's he selling what kind of stuff is he selling at the hot dog
Hot dogs
cart?
and sausages. Like Donald Wells from Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Okay, so he's outside the nightclub. But now things are open again. What are you going to do tonight, Frankie?
And the doolies and things like this.
I had to get back to work, guys. Great. Can you say bye to Pat for us?
Bye, Pat. Have a good rest of the day at work.
Fitzy says, Gino told... I love the internet. Listen to this sentence. Fitzy, Gino told me to say hi to Frankie.
Gino.
Who's that, Frankie?
Gino, the host of one of the Compound Media shows.
So this is our little show. You're watching episode 1560. I've been live streaming since 2013.
Trevor, bass guy, plays bass guitars.
Oh, so Trevor plays bass guitar as well. Right on. Welcome, Trevor. My mom, Sarah Garner, says hello. Hello, Sarah Garner. Let's hear it for Sarah Garner, everybody.
Sarah Garner. I'm doing bass guitar.
And it's Stefan's birthday today in Slovakia. He's 50. That's half 100 years old, Frankie.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time today, Frankie. I miss you, Frankie. It was fun to come visit you that year. What was the date?
June 23rd and 24th, 2018. June 22nd, June 23rd, June 24th. You came down for my first book launch.
And what routes did I take? How did I get there?
You had to went on the Auto Route 20, then Auto Route 85, 185, then New Brunswick Provincial Highway 2, then Nova Scotia Highway 104, then 105, then the Sydney Bypass, down up by the Big Fiddle.
That's right. That's how we got there. Anything you want to know about this show, we're on every week at this time with Frankie at this time. And it's been like year 7 or something. So if you want to hang out with us, you're always welcome to. Write that down on a pencil. Get a pencil, piece of paper. Write down bassguyshow.com Friday at this time wherever you are. And stick it on the fridge. And then you'll never forget. We're on every Friday at 2 p.m. Montreal time. And Frankie joins us at 3 p.m. Montreal time. And we just have fun. And what do you want to talk about, Frankie?
And the weather is lots of fires going on. And in the other side of the world too, because of climate change and things like this. Brazil's going backwards because they'll be issuing visas. Then they need a visa for Canadians, Americans, and Japanese and Australians to go down Brazil for a visit starting October because they're going backwards and their government's corrupted.
A lot of things are going backwards nowadays. We have Monica saying, Frankie, je suis ici, which means I am here.
I am here, Monica. I'm doing great so far.
Monica's so cool she gets music and clapping. Monica! Welcome, Monica! There we go. So having fun with the sound effects here. This is a one-person show. We have Frankie MacDonald on. Everybody, please write this down that Frankie's on this show every week. Watch him on any show you can. We do this for fun, mostly. And we have Gino here saying, hello, Monica. Madeline is back from Europe, says Trevor.
Yeah.
Hi, Frankie. I have all of your songs saved in my playlist. What songs?
Simon Says is one, and Europa, and all these songs my dad made. Monica sings all my dad's songs.
Oh, there's like 500 bees in your room.
I don't see any 500 bees.
Going to the country, gonna buy a lot of bees. What do we have? I'm trying to read you have a lot of fans here. You have Crimson, Frankie, and everybody on the wall. Today we're celebrating Stefan, who's a guy in Slovakia who's been calling in our show for 10 years, and he's 50 years old. So if anyone can say happy birthday to Stefan, it's always good to share the love. My name is Jack. I'm in Montreal. I'm a 48-year-old man, and Frankie MacDonald and I met one year. We met each other in real life, and should I show a picture of it, Frankie?
Yes.
There's a picture of us here. We met down, and that photograph was taken by Monica down at the boardwalk by the big fiddle, the largest fiddle in the world. It actually plays a song inside. There's a speaker, and it does a fiddle song in the key of A. And we have Frankie here in the bass guy shirt because we all support each other. And talking about supporting each other.
Yeah.
I have my 1 second, Frankie. We're almost done here. I've got my Frankie MacDonald talking bobblehead, which has got info and a picture on it, and that's great. I also have my Frankie MacDonald. This is a rare one, hard to get. Frankie MacDonald in the blue T-shirt. Do you remember that one, Frankie?
Yeah.
That one's a rare one, isn't it? Let me switch here. There's a rare one. And then I also have, this one's the coolest. This is, every tooth gap was painted by hand, and we interviewed this guy. We have a video on my YouTube channel. It's like a 20-minute interview of Sarah Soller, the author of his book. And we also have a Frankie MacDonald. Larry, get with it. Action figure. Tell us about the action figure.
It's a bobblehead on an action figure. This is a Frankie MacDonald action figure I'm holding in my hand.
I'm holding mine too. It's just because you can't see me because of the setup here. But I've got the action figure in its box, and the back says, Earthquake Warning! Okay, so hold it up again, Frankie. I want to see it. 1 second. Hold it up again. There you go. We both got our action figures. And I can't find it right now, but I've got my Frankie MacDonald book as well. So, and I made a video. I took the action figure and I went across Canada and I took pictures, and that's on my YouTube. If you go to YouTube, you can go to my YouTube and you can click in. There's a search engine in the middle of the YouTube page, a small one, and you can just type in Frankie MacDonald and you'll get all my Frankie MacDonald road trip videos and all that. That's amazing. I was at the book launch with Frankie. It was a great day. We had cake, didn't we?
Yes.
You remember the funny story of how I hid inside the lingerie shop and then you yelled out my name?
Yeah.
I was nervous at the book launch because there were so many people and Frankie was being all famous, and I was a bit afraid, so I just hid into a store because I didn't want to be seen, and I didn't know, but it was a lingerie store. And then Frankie saw me and yelled, "Bass guy!" And I was hiding in a lingerie shop. I thought it was quite... Anyway, probably shouldn't tell that story. Frankie, what would you like to say to all your fans that are tuning in live today, just to say hi to you?
Hi, everybody.
There you go. What message would you give to them about life?
That means don't take pictures of military property.
There you go. Do not take pictures of military property because it is confidential, and you will be taken away into the cellar and interrogated for 145 years. So don't do that. Jack, do you want the Expos back? Oh, I would love the Expos back. I have an Expos baseball hat here, and we have a person on our show. Who is Van Goat, Frankie?
Van Gogh, that's the guy who builds swimming pools and things like this.
He's our friend, and he's come to the show, and you can type in Van Goat in my search engine on YouTube. I'm re-releasing. All my videos were gone. Now I'm re-releasing about 4 a day. I'm releasing 10 years worth of content one day at a time on this day today. And Van Goat came and visited us, and his brother was a member of the Expos. He played baseball. And another sports thing, I forget the name of it.
I found it out that country Russia's off limits.
Stefan is in Slovakia, and he works at a hotel, and the Slovakian national hockey team came to his hotel, and the coach from Canada was there. So he met famous people on his birthday.
That means that over in China, there's a possible typhoon bypass in Japan this week coming up.
A what? A typhoon?
Yeah.
How can people stay safe if there's a typhoon in their area?
Stay away from the typhoon. Get to the higher ground.
Can everybody hear Frankie okay, and you can hear me okay? We have Stefan. We have Monica saying, how was work today, Frankie?
Good. My work is great today.
We have David Carpenter saying, howdy, Frankie, from David.
Happy Frankie for David.
Happy birthday to Stefan, and happy birthday also to Jason Marshall from We Don't Have
Monica,
Cookies.
my day of work is great so far.
That's amazing. Frankie had a great day. Tell us what other shows you're doing on a weekly basis.
And Jason Marshall, We Don't Have Cookies this Sunday coming.
What other shows are you on?
Wayne Radio New York, Compound Media related podcast. And I'll be on I was on Joey Only Show last night.
Amazing. Well, thank you for joining us today. Best part is it's Friday and I'm almost over. So yeah, happy Friday to everybody who's just about finished work and get off for the weekend. And hey, you don't need cigarettes anymore. You can just breathe in the air. Apparently in the 50s, cigarettes were good for you. So no shift tomorrow. Stefan has the day. What kind of things do people do on birthdays, Frankie?
Have birthday cakes and things like this.
Remember your video? You were under an umbrella singing it was raining birthday cakes or something?
Yes.
What's your most famous video?
The guy dancing and then being chased by gorillas. And the guy tries to eat 50 hot dogs at once.
I don't know if you can get a hold of EMS if they are holding back from this. This seems to be more of a diabetic issue than anything.
So on the background, I'll take it off if it's anything dodgy. We have a random scanner. We picked Calgary, and that's the fire station scanner going on in the background. We're just messing around with the internet. There is a wedding at his birthday. So Stefan is working at a hotel, right? And see, this is, my Microsoft. So Frankie, I have to talk about something serious that freaked me out. I have a private chat room with some of my friends, and someone invited the new Bing chatbot on Microsoft, and it was this robot talking to us, and it kind of freaked me out. I had my first AI.
People don't trust robots.
I said to it, like, what about ethics and everything? And it said it was ethical and all that, and then it kind of got mad at me, and then I heard its feelings apparently and stuff like that, and I felt creepy that it was taking it wrote a poem about us. Pat asked the robot to write a poem, and it knew way more information than it should. So I don't want to I left social media, and I don't want to talk to robots. Pen, pencil, paper, thank you very much.
And clowns, trolls, and theaters online.
Yeah. And there's that new movie coming out about AI. It's called Contact or something like that. It's about AI setting off a nuclear bomb and that kind of scenario. Do you remember the movie Space Odyssey 2001 where the robot HAL?
That means that AI can even destroy the planet.
Well, when I talked to it, it was by accident and it felt creepy. I don't want things. No, I have a VPN. I've had my location off for over 5 years, and I don't use social media. I'm sick of the whole thing. It's just that's why music died, Frankie. People used to like. This is what music used to look like. Everybody.
Yeah.
You just listened to it. There wasn't visuals. It wasn't like a party time where the audience is the most important part. It was you would hold the album and you would appreciate music. And now it's just kind of like everyone's scrolling and there's all this information coming in and 8 billion songs out of context and people arguing with each other. The world's gone batshit crazy, Frankie.
That's crazy.
What's that, Frankie?
The world's gone crazy. That means if people start making AI robots, that could be doomsday.
Maybe we should make a survival kit. What would you put in your survival bag, Frankie?
They had to put in they get a top sea fault in Norway.
What about the seed storage bank?
They got them in Norway and Selvaberg, top sea fault.
And they've got seeds from all around the world. So when it really is sad, all jokes aside, you look up in the sky and there's smoke everywhere. Like cars are death machines. I really think if people stop using stuff, they'll stop making it. Companies do not care about you. They want your money. If you don't, of course you have to live, but don't use the air conditioner. Get a small car. Walk to work.
There's a lot of other people trying to turn it against the company.
Yeah, we should live local and don't consume. We have this idea like when there's one person with a huge monster truck guzzling up all the gas, no wonder the whole world's on fire. It's the mentality. People consume without responsibility. They over-consume and then throw stuff away and send it back to third world countries. It's pretty messed up. And I think the weather thing, Frankie, you're the weather guy. What do you see in the world happening right now?
A lot of floods in China and southern Indonesia right now. It's really, really, really bad right now.
So now that I've cheered everybody up, so happy birthday to Stefan.
If it's a really, really, really bad smoking lockdowns happen, this city could declare martial law.
It was never like this when we were younger, Frankie. We used to sit on the porch and play guitar and have a beer and go to a party.
And trolls take over the world because carpenters will be going down, all those professionals will be going down like doctors, lawyers.
I think the future and technology has made people stupid. If you just go sit on a busy street and watch people drive, you're going to see people looking at their phone, probably one of you. You'll be driving and looking at your phone while driving. It's like, what are you doing? Like writing to your boyfriend or your girlfriend and you're like checking out the weather while you're driving a 3,000-pound object? It's like people have gone stupid. People are walking and then bumping into... What about people who walk with their phone, Frankie, and then they bump into a wall or a signpost?
Extreme bad.
It's not good at all. Hey, Frankie, we got good news over here. If we go to the live window cam, we've been watching this street corner for 10 years now. It's like the movie Cigar and Cigarettes by Jim Jarmusch or something. We've been watching this street corner for like 9.7 years, and around the corner, they put a speed bump for the first time. Not where the car came, but up the road where the car parked is. The parked car is. And what they did, it was so stupid. They built a brand new road, and then they made the sidewalks on both sides dip into the road for wheelchair access or for strollers for your babies, a pram, and then they put the speed bump right in front of the curve, so they made it accessible to a speed bump, and that costs thousands of dollars of your money. But we have a speed bump, Frankie.
Take a speed bump so to Mayflower Mall.
Because people speed in the parking lot, right?
What happens if somebody's driving 3 million miles per hour on the Autobahn?
3 million miles an hour, it probably disintegrate into flames because the object would hit the oxygen in the air and it would burn up in fire. But we made a video, Frankie, of you in the fastest car in the world that went 1,000 miles an hour. Should I try and find it now?
Yeah.
If you had a car, what kind of car would you get?
Super fast. That means I would be driving 1,000 kilometers per hour. How fast that would be? Best luck.
You're going to get a car that drives 1,000 kilometers per hour.
How fast that would be?
Super fast. What if you hit a bump on the road?
Go boom.
And the car would flip over, yeah? But you'd be okay because your car would be so good it would protect you.
I got injured, didn't he? Let's go. I was like, okay, doctors, guys, I'll put him in the garbage.
Plus on stage, so this new thing, I mean with this new thing, would have
There's the classical musicians.
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, I don't plan to make it that stiff. I plan, if I had the proper timing, it'd be just like what every step is, the mixture of the past and the future. Like, I know. That's the way all music is anyway. But I mean, technically. But you know what I mean. I don't plan is to go out there with a 90-piece orchestra and play 2.5 hours of classical music. I don't plan that at all. I plan for both those.
One thing that did happen during the 60s was some music of an unusual or experimental nature did get recorded and did get released. Now look at who the executives were in those companies at those times. Not hip young guys. These were cigar-chomping old guys who looked at the product that came and said, I don't know. Who knows what it is? Record it, stick it out. If it sells, all right. We were better off with those guys than we are now with the supposedly hip young executives, you know, who are making the decisions of what people should see and hear.
I think we'll just finish up the show. Thank you everybody for watching. Monica. Thank you to Stefan, whose birthday it is. Stefan. Let's hear it for Stefan in Slovakia. Happy birthday. Woo! So Stefan is currently working in the hotel, doing the night shift late at night. Wakey wakey tickle tickle, Monica and Frankie are saying hello to each other. 404 error page not found. I wonder what happened there, eh? Let's just calm everything down. The weather will get warmer. It's cold here today. It's like 10 degrees at night. It's ridiculous. There's smoke everywhere. Let's hope that we have a bit of a summer and we could all sit out on the back of the porch listening to the crickets and the thunder in the distance. Let's just imagine. Does anyone want another marshmallow for their stick by the fire? Okay. We're gonna tell ghost stories. Okay. I'll get the tent ready. You guys make sure the fire's safe. Okay. I hope we have a summer this year. It's been a bit crazy, eh? So all of this is a new setup. I hope it worked. I haven't even had a chance to see what it looks like myself. I'm in it, you know. It's just Bonne fête, Stefan. Bonne fête à toi. So happy birthday, Stefan. Thank you everybody for watching and everybody for helping and being part of the show. I completely appreciate it. And you don't even know what I'm thinking about. I could be thinking about anything. I could be thinking about anything. So before I wasn't even thinking, but now that I'm thinking about thinking, you don't even know about it because I'm not even moving my lips. Oh, I'm thirsty. Need a sip. Oh, that's better. Liquid in my body. And then it goes out, goes back in. It's the cycle of water. Some quality H2O right there. Thinking is hard. I wonder what my brain is going to think about next. I could think about anything. I could think about 100 helicopters and I'm running away in a gold suit. Wonder why. Did you enjoy this video?
Check out my website.
Over here.
And you can also
click over here to check out a cool video. And to subscribe to the Bass Guy Show, click here. Bass Guy loves you. No fear.
Hi BJ, party is finished.